Hey Danny, how are you? Hope you can hear me okay. Six ten. You're an early riser, aren't you? You're always up so early. I'm not a morning person. I'm glad you can hear me well. You got a busy day ahead? Oh, it's 11:11 here, where I am. Make a wish. Five hours ahead, yeah. Absolutely. Just cleansing the cards, but I'm ready when you are. I've got the Guardian of the Night Tarot today, and I've also got the Love Oracle, just for some extra insight if needed. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at Nero. Have you managed to catch him since you last spoke, or was it just that last interaction? We're going to look at energy now and then near future. So what's coming in, okay? Oh, hi, Ivo. I'm good. I hope you are. Right, this is for Danny. Let's have a look at Nero's energies. I'm going to pull one of these oracles as well. Oh, wow. The last time we spoke for the entire day. Lives in England. Got off at 1 a.m. Wow. So he spoke all day. Hey, my bunny. Okay, let's see what's coming through, Danny. Current energies. Temperance. Major Arcana. I probably say it too much, don't I, Danny? So, Temperance, Major Arcana. So, potent energy, big energies, Danny, here. And Temperance is about I think what I'm picking up on, obviously, this is how he's feeling towards you, is what I pulled. And it's like an easy feeling, yeah, like the connection, the flow is there. This card is all about harmony. And it's traditionally it's about energies actually blending. So both your energy, his energy blend easily is what I'm feeling. Now with the temperance as well, I mean that's just the main energy really. There's not with the major arcana, sometimes the message is quite succinct and clear. And I feel like there is a peaceful energy, yeah, to this. A cougar for 4 years. What a cheek. 4 years is nothing. Um, let's see what's in the future. 8 of Swords. So this is, I feel like about, alongside this temperance, it's the sort of importance, how to go about this energetically, is to keep that harmony and chill. So the 8 of Swords is that tendency maybe to overthink, and kind of bring some anxiety in this into the situation. So be mindful to avoid that, I would say. Oh wow, and then we've got this in the love deck. So we've got abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss, blessings. Um there's money here as well. I'm drawn to, I don't know if he has wealth as well. That could be something on his side as well. I don't know if you're aware of his financial status, but that could be something that he's bringing to the table. I just feel like sometimes this card, obviously with abundance, it can mean many things: abundance of feelings, abundance of love, but with there being money here, so that is something that, that's just like a nice addition and will influence this dynamic. Maybe that's again some more ease that he can bring to the situation. I'm just going to ask for any more information. I feel like I just need a little bit more to kind of get the full picture. Please go ahead and post your questions. Anyone else? Do them as usual. Take my turns. Spirit, anything else to know about this situation? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So this is really nice energy because it's about progress, but it's about steady progress. So that's how I see this kind of is in tune with that Temperance card as well, because there is an element of taking it slow, maybe as well because the distance, even that obviously would be a factor, but maybe just in communication. The Page of Pentacles is like a genuine connection that slowly builds and builds. Yeah, it's like laying the foundation. That's how I always see it. Pentacles, again, just that abundance of wealth, some influence in this connection in a positive way, almost like that he is maybe got it together, yeah, like the practical side of life. Earth energy, this is ruled by, so that's influencing the situation, but it feels like that this is steady growth. So just keep building, keep laying that foundation, and there's some consistency here that I see happening. So just allow it to blossom. Avoid getting in your own head and anxiety, or that tendency maybe to push the situation or to want it to go fast. it's nice to take your time with this one. But that Temperance is really nice energy. Keep that positive mindset. Manifest if you do that, continue on that. Stay in that abundant mindset. Yeah, take your time. It's always hard when you like someone or you connect to no problem, Danny, you are very welcome. So Mabali, let's have a look at how Lucky feels about you. You're in no contact. How does Lucky feel, please, Spirit? King of Cups here. So there are big feelings around this on their side, Mabali, because the King of Cups is about it's about emotions, feelings, romance, love as well, and kind of being deep in your feelings. Now, the King of Cups is someone who can have a tendency to maybe withdraw. They can be quite naturally introverted, yeah. So I see that the feelings are still very much there and very much apparent when I see this card. And almost like as if they are really in their feelings and maybe feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. If you want to clarify as well, just if this kind of resonates with their personality, that there's, like I say, they have a tendency to withdraw if they're hurt or angry or in their feeling overwhelmed, that they need some time to process. This is what I'm seeing. They're still processing their thoughts and their feelings and are working at the moment on regaining control of the emotions before you'll see any more movement with this. Because of the depth of feeling that I'm seeing, I do see that there will be some further conversations and some kind of reconnection further down the path. I don't see this as being the end, but maybe at the moment just to give them some time to, let's say, regain control of their feelings. Yeah. Because at the minute they're feeling overwhelmed. So this is important to allow them to do this and give them this space and time, and allow them to come out of their shell. So I don't know if he's a water sign, or it could be that this is prominent in his chart, but that kind of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they do tend to do that, sink down into their feelings, like you're saying, withdrawing, like a moodiness, sulking even in some occasions. But they are working it out, and they are working quite hard actually to regain control of their feelings before they reach back out to you. Okay, so I hope that resonated. Hope it offered you some comfort. Hi guys, to everyone who's joining. Hi Aqua. Hi Milky. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I really appreciate that. Just pop your questions in the chat, and I just take it in turns with everyone, and read as many people as I can. So just do it in order. Pop your questions in the chat and we'll go for it. Oh, it's Taurus. Okay. So Tauruses can take their time as well, yeah. They can be Taurus is quite stubborn by nature. But he may have some water element also in his chart of just that makes him quite emotional as well, is what I'm feeling. Like there's a heaviness there. If anyone else has a question, please do go for it. Pop it in the chat. You're very welcome, Mabali. Very welcome. Hi, Ivo. Yeah, absolutely. No pressure to ask any questions. Hey, Janavi. Okay, you're going to be speaking tonight. We'll be having a conversation tonight, hoping he will open up on what's going on with him. Let's see what his energy is at the moment and what his plan is. Oh, hi, Aqua. I see your question now. I'll just read that after Janavi. Okay. Major Arcana, the Hermit. Currently reflecting, currently withdrawn, isolated, but thinking about this in a deep way, mulling over what he's going to say. What else would he come forward with, please, Spirit? Oh, look at this. 6 of Cups, nostalgia, the past. This is your happy time together, Janavi. So this could be brought up about your connection in the past, scared of loss, scared of disappointment, nostalgic. Yeah, that's what he's coming forward with, this nostalgic energy of your connection. That's what the 6 of Cups is about. See, the cups, obviously, love, emotions, romance, but this is you and him in this happier time's gone by, wanting to get back to that, not wanting to let go of it. At the minute today, like almost where his energy's at now, sort of before pre-conversation, I see him in hermit mode, isolated, sort of in solitude in some ways, reflecting, maybe mulling over how to actually go about this situation. But the energy is coming forward with, yeah, so that's what you can expect. Anything else? I'm going to ask the Love Oracle cards as well, just for... Yeah, it is good. That means he's taking it seriously, is what I want to say, what I feel. Anything else, Spirit? Passion, chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. So is this the past energies? This is what is still between you, Janavi? Um, a sort of powerful connection, powerful dynamic between you. But I can imagine that he's coming through with he'll maybe talk about the past, talk about the connection, and wanting to hold on to that. But I know that obviously there's this, you've had that conversation a bit about, if he doesn't make some changes, that he can't have it both ways, yeah? Let me know what you think. Pop another question if you like. I'm going to read Aqua's and then I can come back round. But Aqua, are you still here? Thanks for your patience. What does JD want from me? So is this, the more context that you can give me, the better, sort of more detailed read that you can get? Is this a sort of situationship or relationship? Okay. So he's taking a step away and you don't know why. Let's go not going on for him. Let's see. So this is JD. Let's have a look. Why? First of all, let's just start with why he's taking a step away. Four of Wands. This is interesting because this kind of flies in the face of what his actions are. The Four of Wands, this is like a card of commitment, Aqua. So is there a question of, I don't know if you want in a higher level of commitment, a deepening level of commitment? Maybe you were nearing that stage energetically. And if this is something that has thrown him. The Four of Wands, you see, it's about, because it's about a solid foundation. We see the Four Wands, which is about, if we imagine that makes the shape of a square, yeah, which is the solid foundation that you lay the foundations of the relationship on. More info, please, Spirit. More info about this. Why the Four of Wands? Page of Pentacles. Again, kind of progress. It doesn't seem... I don't know if I've missed a text here. This is, the Page of Pentacles is about, it can be that the energy is quite slow moving, but it doesn't mean that you aren't making any progress. So I'm wondering if this is a false flag in some ways, if you energetically obviously feel like he's stepped away. But I almost feel that in the long term that this is maybe just a very minor bump in the road, because both these cards that have come through are very positive. The Page of Pentacles is about progress. It's about consistency. It's like very grounded energy. It's genuine energy. So I don't see any waverings of reasons maybe why you wouldn't trust him, or for you to really give much weight to this energetic change. It could be just that it's a more slower moving energy than you might want it to be, but things are still going in the right direction. So I would just not read too much into this, Aqua, is what I'm seeing. We have the Four of Wands, which is a card of a higher level of commitment. The Page of Pentacles is about real progress, but it is about slow moving progress. So this situation may just require you to have patience. Maybe this is just how they operate, and energetically they need to take things slow. That's what I'm seeing. So the cards are positive. There isn't, I don't see distance or lack of engagement. So I hope that resonated, if you are still here. Milky, if you're still here, just pop a question in the chat. Yeah, I wouldn't give too much weight to it, Aqua. I would just allow it to unfold. It is still progressing, is what I see, but it's just happening slowly. If you're enjoying the live, if you could give me a like and a subscribe for all future lives. I do go live very regularly. I aim for around 4 times a week. So just so you'll be notified, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. So Janavi, let's have a look. What is he expecting from me in today's conversation? Give him courage to take action. Do you mean what can you do to give him courage to take action? I'll have a look. What's he expecting from you? Spirit was actually expecting from Janavi. I'm going to take this card. Page of Cups. So he is expecting an offering of love from you, Janavi. This Page of Cups is literally an offer of love, of romance. It's a gentle kind of energy when we see the Page of Cups. It's about something that is close to our heart. So I feel like that I feel like you have, I don't know what's been said exactly between you two, but maybe he is expecting or hoping for you to express exactly how you feel and be open in that way. So that's obviously whatever that you feel comfortable with doing. I don't know what your plans are, maybe if you've rehearsed what to say or what you have planned exactly of how going into this, if any. You've already told him that. So maybe just expecting more of that, more confirmation of that. Just ask if there's anything else. Maybe he doesn't have any expectations, but he just knows that that's how you feel, and he understands what he's entering into when he has this conversation with you. You're planning to encourage him to open up, yeah, and give him courage to take action. That is all that you can do, exactly. And I think by showing up, I suppose this would be in a gentle way, which you're probably aware of, but not in a forceful way, if that makes sense. Like, all that you can do is let him know how you feel again, reiterate what you've already said, reiterate your feelings, but we know that obviously we can't make anyone take action. But I am going to ask one card specifically around if there's anything else that you can do to get the outcome that you want, okay? Anything that Spirit wants you to know with regards to that guidance, advice of going into this for you. I think it's really important. Seven of Pentacles. It's interesting. That's about going in with the energy of assessing the situation, which I'm sure that you've done a number of times, but this has a kind of more practical energy in the sense of, like, you know his character, yeah, and you know what works with him and what doesn't. So how to communicate with him, I guess, and the best way to do this. Seven of Pentacles is all about assessing a situation, so saying this works and this doesn't, and applying that again, like repeat. Do what you've done in the past that has helped the situation, that has worked. If that makes sense, if that resonates. Maybe as well I want to say about being clear about, maybe it's not the right time to actually say practically how this needs to go, yeah. Like, as in that would look like breaking it off with his existing connection, yeah. Right, one more from the Love Oracle, please, Spirit. About going into this for Janavi. Guidance, advice. Oh, take that one that flew out. Oh, look, this same card came out for you both. That's quite amazing. It's this passion card. So I think it's just saying that that's still here. So do you feel that, like, this chemistry, strong chemistry, yeah? Insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. So there's a lot still there. Twin flames. See these two flames? Twin flames. So I hope that helped, and I do hope it goes well. I do feel that he will come through maybe quite emotionally. I don't know how much progress will be made from it, but I think the fact that you are talking can only be a good thing. But I hope you come out of it feeling better, with more information anyway, yeah? You're welcome, Janavi. Hi, TR. Thanks for being here. Any more questions, please do pop them in the chat. I'll be back. General reading, TR, absolutely. Let's see what comes through. Spirit, please bring a message through for TR. What do they need to hear right now? Five of Cups, TR. So this is about, the Five of Cups is about, it can be about some energy of some disappointment and some loss, which you may be in the midst of. This may be in the past. So it's about a situation. It can apply to any area of your life. So relationship, job, whatever resonates. Some kind of loss and disappointment. We see 3 cups that are broken and spilt and upturned here. And what this card comes to tell us and comes to remind us is that 2 cups still remain. So it really comes to the message of that all is not lost. And it can be, obviously, we need to give ourselves time to heal from this disappointment and loss. But it's also encouraging us to try not to, once we've kind of given that a significant amount of time, to not to ruminate and sink deeper into that. But there is an opportunity that we're maybe missing, and not taking advantage of or not focusing on. And the importance is to put your energy into the 2 cups that remain. So this could be still in this situation that's caused the disappointment, as in, say, if it was a relationship, it could be that you can still recover from this loss and disappointment, and there is still potential in this connection. That's just one example. Or, if it was a project, like a side hustle project that you had kind of setbacks, and it's about continuing on with this and not being put off, but energetically moving in that direction and focusing on what something still remains. There is still potential here. And we have this moth here, which has very similar energy to the butterfly, as in there is a transformational quality in this situation. It's ultimately about growth and expansion on your end, on your side. And this situation still holds potential. Also with the 5 is that there is not long lasting damage that is you will recover from this loss, from this disappointment. Like I say, you might be in the midst of it. It could be old energy that's still influencing you and lingering and maybe bringing you down. It kind of knocked your confidence or put you off a situation. Spirit is really telling you to push on. There's still expansion potential and growth within this. So I hope that resonated, TR. Aqua. Was our difference in culture a problem for him? Is that why he doesn't want commitment? So I didn't see that he didn't want commitment, Aqua. That's not really the feelings that I got, because I got the cards that came through were, there was the 4 of Wands, which is about commitment, and the Page of Pentacles. So that isn't really, thanks TR for confirming. I'm glad it makes sense. That isn't really what I saw, that he didn't want commitment. I can ask Spirit though, if you like, if there's anything else that we need to know about. But the cards that I said that did come through, it was that this wasn't, if you felt energetically it moved away from you, I felt like this was something that wouldn't last and that you would recover from. But let's pull one more card. The King of Wands. So this is his energy. The King of Wands is someone who is quite fiery, really, in their heart of hearts. King of Wands is someone who is a natural born leader of sorts, really, and likes to be in control of the situation. So I'd see this maybe of why maybe the distance is more energetically about him wanting to stay in control of the situation more than what the reasons that you meant that he didn't want commitment. That isn't what I'm seeing of what's coming through. So like I said, the King of Wands is someone who like that king energy. So someone who likes to, it's almost like a position of authority that they bring, that kind of boss energy. There can be some ego involved here, even, that I'm picking up on. Pride, just I'm seeing sort of proud lion. But what's significant is that pride element. So I would say this is more of an issue about him being potentially maybe quite a controlling character, or just wanting to remain in control. And that's sometimes why people back off as well. It's just to almost remind themselves and to try and remind you, in not the nicest energy or way of doing it, actually, of to remind in this connection to regain some control. So I do see that energetically, just with the Page of Pentacles as well, about taking it slow and pacing. But it could be that this is driven sort of behind that, is that they can be quite a controlling character. So maybe that's something to be aware of. I think that's more the reason why this is it's happened. Janavi, is it possible to see her state of mind? Absolutely. Of the planned wedding. Is she having second thoughts? Yeah, about continuing with that. Let's have a look at her state of mind. Specifically about the wedding. Eight of Cups, this is her energy. This is the first time that I've seen this kind of energy around her, a card like this come through. Eight of Cups is about walking away from a situation that is no longer fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling, yeah. So I would say that this speaks of, obviously this can change, we do need to this, but this is her current energy. I do see some doubt. I do see, yeah, so am I, actually. This has been very different from her, hasn't it, up until now? Contemplation, questioning, doubting, all of those thoughts and feelings. Maybe reality setting in. Let's see what's driving these feelings, what's brought this through. But this is different energy from her, definitely. What's brought this on? Yes, that's a great way to look at it, Janavi. Too fast. So Eight of Wands, obviously your manifestation as well. But when we look at what's the driving force behind this change of heart, this change of feeling, another 8 as well, so 2 8s. But the Eight of Wands is going too fast. The Eight of Wands is a fast moving energy. We see this bird that is like flying in, crash landing. She knows now, feels now, it's going too fast. Because it was out of the blue, yeah. In some ways it seemed to go from that they were together, obviously. But then this high level of a commitment, this marriage aspect, did seem to come out of nowhere. And I think she feels like that's the feelings behind it. It's a very clear message, actually, with these two. Shift of energy, but very clear cards, clear message come through. Moving too fast, the worries and doubts are setting in. There's something that isn't emotionally fulfilling about this situation because of their issues, maybe because of the issues surrounding the connection that we've seen before, yeah? So when you look at, she had been avoiding long-term commitment, okay, she was a player, she was playing, yeah. So that emotion is never, and so now for her, whatever she was getting out of it before, you know, when we saw strategy, it seemed to be, like you said, game playing, mind games, something about power more than love. But I think reality is probably set in. It's going too fast now. Interesting. But positive for you, Janavi, positive, direct, a positive shift ultimately, really. But it's hitting home. Please feel free to post any more questions in the chat. It's quite quiet today, so more opportunity for people to have more than one question. Sometimes it can get quite busy in here and it's hard to get through everyone, but it's nice to go deeper on certain people's questions when we get this chance. I do remember the office guy, yes. Minimum contact. Okay, so do you see him regularly though, just because you work together, but there's not much conversation happening? Okay, 1 second. Anything awkward? The only ones that I don't do actually are health, legal and pregnancy, but this is not love, no, not just only love. So absolutely, finances, career, general read, whatever you like. Let's have a look at Ayush's energy then. If I remember rightly, there was a block in, it was the old hurt that he was carrying from a past connection that was blocking him, if I remember rightly. Let's do an energy check-in now. Yeah, scared of the politics of an office relationship. But I remember seeing one time that it was actually, I felt like it was more emotional hurt. Combination of the two, yeah. Oh, let's take that one. Jumped out. Eight of Swords. Anxieties, worries, fears. I don't know if this is just the state of mind that he's in. I almost feel like, rather than about, I'm going to specifically ask about this connection though. Seems to have a lot of anxiety around him. This is a positive card though. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about that energy shifting. I've got a lot of owls in this and in that, which I just feel drawn to. So it's about him trying to do the right thing and be wise, yeah? But I feel like he's quite an anxious person just in general. I don't know if he's like introverted or just this kind of overthinker energy, sort of this tightly wound energy that I get from him. And maybe that's just his character. Maybe that's just how he is as a person. But the Wheel of Fortune here, this is very interesting. This is energy between you and him, that it looks to be a change happening, that things will get easier. There'll be a shift. So if it's been tense, kind of a struggle, the energy just hasn't been flowing, yeah? It's almost like it's been going against you. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, this comes the promise of, that the wheel push, get to the top, and then it changes, yeah? Change is inevitable. And with this situation that is incoming, so things will get easier, things will begin to go more in your favor. I want to ask why. It could just be that he has a change of heart. His energy shifts. He's able to move out of this sort of anxious state a bit. It's like his energy eases, so the energy eases between you and him. Five of Wands. So I feel what brings this change, okay, so the Five of Wands is that internal battle that he's been having with himself. And I feel like that's what's going to change. That it's like he's going to stop being so stressed and maybe stop overthinking it quite so much. And just, which is what he needs to do. He needs to, obviously that hurt that he was carrying as well. It's like you get to that point, where you just need to take an emotional risk. And just shift a bit. That I feel like he energetically is going to shift, and then this is going to positively impact the connection between you two. There's just this change that maybe has just been growing over time in him, and maybe just almost gets a bit sick and tired of feeling so like wound up by things and kind of not living in some ways, because he's just too worried. At some point you just want to shrug off that old hurt and anxiety and feel ready to move on. So I hope that helped, Janavi. So Aqua, let's have a look. So what can I expect from my next workplace, and when can I expect it? So I don't do time, like dates, times. So I am an energy reader, so I can just look at what you can expect from your next workplace, and we look to what's coming through work-wise next and what that will bring. You're welcome, Janavi. Hi, Samya. Again, so I'm just looking at Sammy's question, looking ahead of when do I see you meeting the spouse and how that isn't something that I would really look at. That's not how I read. If I can do a love reading of just what's coming in next for you and do it that way, with kind of exact times and dates, so energetically things are changing so much that I use the tarot to offer guidance and insight, but not like an oracle or, you know, yes, no questions, such like that. That's not how I use the tarot. So Aqua, let's see what's coming through career-wise for you next. If you could give me a like and follow, I would really appreciate that, guys. You'd be notified. I do go live regularly, so you'd be notified. I'm next going live on here on Friday. It's always around 11:30 a.m. UK time. This is a career reading, Spirit. What is coming next for Aqua in career and work, please? Ace of Wands. So this is really nice energy, actually. Aqua, I don't know, again, your current working situation, you know, if you're in employment or looking to move, but the Ace of Wands is about a new opportunity. Always when we see the ace, that's a new opportunity, new beginnings. And there is a lot of potential in this offering that is coming towards you in this new opportunity. The Ace of Wands is connected to, so Wands is ruled by fire, the element of fire. So this is something that really inspires us. It sparks our interest. So it's not just something of the mundane variety that I'm seeing. It's something that has the potential for you to really get your teeth into and feel passionate. So if you may already know what that is, what you are passionate about, and how that would translate into work and career, yeah. And then this is an opportunity, an invitation that has potential for you to grow. Something to do with networking as well. So the importance of you networking, and this opportunity could come through an existing connection that you have. So it could be through friends or colleagues. There's something, an opportunity coming through your network, your existing network, if that makes sense. But what's really nice about this energy is that it's not just the mundane. It has a different element to it. It will really spark your interest, and there's an excitement around Wands. Like I say, it's passion. It's something that's connected to our heart's desires, and it inspires us. So certainly take advantage of this opportunity when it comes towards you. Say yes. We see your mood being elevated. If you've been disheartened or bored, even uninspired, then this will really take you out of that. So positive card to have, definitely. I hope that resonated. Samya, let's have a look at a love reading for you. What is coming next in love, please, Spirit, for Samya? I want to take this one. Three of Wands. So this is a card of, in the traditional deck. You're welcome, Aqua. It was a good read. The Three of Wands is in the traditional deck, it's someone who is waiting on the shoreline, who is waiting for their ships to come in. And it is the promise that it is on its way. This, whatever you are hoping for in a relationship. Samia, this is for you. So I hope you're getting that. So the Three of Wands as well is about a card of expansion and being able to look to the future and really holding that vision and not giving up on, if you maybe at times might feel hopeless, might feel, is this going to happen? Will I get this desire? This is the promise that it is coming. We see this magic here that is present. There is someone else here in the picture. So I don't know if this is an existing connection that you may energetically already know of this person and hope that this person is going to come back into your life, or this could be someone totally new. So take what resonates with your situation. But there is a connection here, a significance, a person of significance who is coming through for you. So really comes this message from Spirit. It's about not limiting yourself, not settling, not dumbing down your hopes and dreams, okay? And really maintaining that positive mindset. And even though it requires patience and waiting, and in some ways a leap of faith, yeah. So it's about having to really just keep that faith alive, even if the 3D, the physical world, is telling you a different story. Don't limit your ambitions, don't limit your dreams. Okay? So you have moved on from the past, so that's good. That means that you are energetically holding a space for the next person. So you're not doing nothing as well in this kind of waiting time or being alone. You're actually holding space for the next person. And like I say, in the traditional deck, it is the promise of your ships are coming in. So just wait it out is your only choice, and to have patience. There's not really any particular action that I'm seeing that you have to take. Obviously, if there are chances to put yourself out there, say yes to invitations or online dating, things like that. But this doesn't feel particularly action orientated. I feel like it will just be drawn through to you. It will energetically come through to you either way. You just need to hold that space and be open to it and not settle, is what I'm hearing as well. So don't fill that space with someone that doesn't feel right. Fill that space, hang on and wait for that person that you really feel that connection with. Okay. Hi, Nettie P. Absolutely, you can get a card. Do you want just a general read, or do you have a specific question? Just general, absolutely. This is for Nettie P. Please, Spirit, what do they need to hear right now? The Hierophant. So this is a major arcana, Nettie P. So this tells me that you could be going through quite an intense period, a transformational period. It kind of has a lot of opportunity for growth of what you're going through at the minute. Now, the Hierophant is about, I always see this card is that you are in some kind of leadership position or a mentor. People are looking up to you. And in that role, it's about needing to kind of set a good example and play by the rules. So this is not a time to colour outside the lines, okay? This is a time to do things methodically to get to where you want to be. So whatever your ambitions are at the minute, what is your goal that you're working towards? I'm kind of seeing that you really need to step up into this position of power, because you do have a lot of personal power, if you feel that or not. And there are people that look up to you, and it's about you taking charge, you setting an example of how things are going to go. So this can apply to kind of any area of your life, really. Wherever you feel that where energetically are things most focused for you, okay, what's the most important for you now. But there's an area of your life where spirit is encouraging you to really step up and step into your power and lead by example. And like I say, it is a time to kind of do things by the rule book. This card is all about traditions. It's about routines. So it's about doing those things that you know work. It can also be about spiritual practices that can help you in this situation as well, if that's something that you have. So sticking to those spiritual practices, they will support you through this journey and help lift you up energetically as well. So I hope that resonated. Sasha, what's Kajuni Glover's feelings? Hi Sasha, I know we've looked at this before. Let's have a look what's going on with him. You're welcome, Nettie. Okay, let's see what his current feelings are. So Sasha, with the Seven of Swords, this is his energy, okay, his energetic feelings. And it is, when we see the Seven of Swords, it is that someone does really bring kind of trickster energy, that someone is he is trying to get away with something, trying to get away with, say if it's avoiding responsibility here, maybe avoiding a situation that he needs to face. Yeah. And at the minute, it's like, so in the traditional deck, it's someone who is sneaking away with some swords. Yeah, it's like they're trying to go under the cover of night and trying to get away with something. At the minute, he isn't prepared to face the situation. There's maybe even a cowardice here about just not having the courage. I think you meant it could be that. I don't know. I tend to not read that if there's, another person in the picture, although Seven of Swords can be shady energy, yeah, like trickster energy. But the kind of overall, the bigger message is that, even if you is with someone, then the message of how that affects you is that he's being avoidant and using maybe another person to kind of distract himself and avoid this situation. Yeah. I'm just going to ask one more card for more info. So yeah, we've got the Judgment card. So this says to me that he will have to face this. Thanks for your questions, guys. I do see them, so I'll just I will get to them. I'll just move through everyone in order. So after Sasha, we have Arushi and then Chanel. So thank you. I will get to you. But Sasha, so we see here, so it's like Judgment Day, yeah, the card of judgment. So it is coming, and I feel like that the day will come when you will have to face this situation. So you will have that. I don't know, obviously, how much you're in communication now, but there will be a milestone or a turning point that I see where he won't be able to avoid it any longer. And then there is some kind of transformation in this situation that I see as well, that maybe some change in him. Yes, you are in communication, but not how you once were. But we do see a transformation happening here, because we see a snake that has shed their old skin. So this tells me that there is the potential for change here, for change in him, and for shedding old ways, old habits, and moving towards more an energy of stepping up. Okay, because this is a major arcana as well. But at the minute, the current energies, that's not where we're at. Okay, so this is more what's coming, more future energies. But at the minute, it's still difficult for you to deal with. I don't see any change in him, in his avoidant behavior. So there's not much. I'll ask one more what you can do, like, best to kind of deal with this situation, kind of whilst you're waiting for this judgment day. This is you, you're the bird who is causing a lot of stress to, I imagine. What can you do whilst he is in the Seven of Swords energy? Five of Swords, this is about not getting involved in the drama and the arguments. That's just going to drain your energy. Okay, the Five of Swords is about conflict. It's about harsh words, angry words, saying things even that we don't mean sometimes, being quite cutting, yeah, with swords, like cutting, harsh words. So I know this may be very difficult in such an intense situation that you're in, but try to not get sucked into the drama and the arguments. So maybe if he's saying that, maybe you just need to leave that be for now, like that, by keeping talking to him, by arguing with him. That won't shift his energy. So maybe just at the moment, allow him just to, if that's what he's saying, then just kind of leave that be for a while and wait for him to work this out. He'll have to come to this conclusion on his own, yeah? And the arguing and the trying to persuade him, or the drama around it, it's just going to drain your energy, is what I'm seeing. So try to protect your energy, Sasha, in this situation. That's all that you can do at the moment. And wait for this judgment day that will come, okay? So I hope that resonates, but it seems really important to protect your energy at the moment. That's the priority. So Arusha, are you still here? Arushi? Hey Arushi, thanks for your patience. This is for you, just a general reading. Let's see what comes through. I'm just going to pop in, just because so I have Arushi and then Chanel last. So no more questions after that for now. Thank you. But I'll be back on live on Friday. So watch out for me then if you want to join me then. That would be great. So just give me a quick subscribe if you, and then you'll be notified when I'm live. This is a message for Arushi, please, Spirit. What do they need to hear? Message for Arushi, please, Spirit. Ace of Wands, this came through before, but this is about a new beginning of sorts that is on its way to you, Arushi. So it may be underway, you may be aware what it is, or that it's coming through in the near future, okay? But the Ace of Wands is connected, it's ruled by the element of fire. And this rules what inspires us, okay? Our heart's desire, something that we feel passionate about. It's something that is close to your heart. So whatever it is that you've been, oh, you're an Aries, that's great. So this is in line with your, so this was like a general reading, but it can apply. So if career is at the, because my next thing that I was going to say, Rushi, was whatever's at the forefront of your mind, you know what, because at some point, you know, sometimes in our lives we'll go through where it's like career is really the focus, or a relationship is really the focus, for instance. So this is, it's your career is at the moment. So this, I feel like, is an elevation. We see this spider here who is elevated, and it's going to bring some excitement into your career, and it's going to be a leveling up of sorts, so a new opportunity that holds a lot of potential. I saw before as well, this was interesting actually, it was in someone's career as well, but this is connected to your network. So if that would be the network of colleagues that you have, or an opportunity or job offer that might come through friends, but this is something that is going to be a real shift in the direction that you want. So you're excited and impulsive. Yes, very Aries. So this is something that aligns with that energy. Yeah, Arushi, it's something that can match that for you. And a new opportunity, and it's going to bring in new experiences in that way, in that fiery, energetic way that really is your power and is somewhere that you thrive. Yeah. So that's a really positive card to come through. It has a lot of potential, okay? So it's like, it's just the beginning, but it has the potential to turn into something much more. You're welcome. So Chanel, if you're still here, just give me a shout. Just checking your question. So am I on the right path with my spiritual gifts? It's an interesting question. Chanel, just give me a shout if you are here. Maybe not. Hopefully Chanel's still here. I'm going to pull this card anyway, and then you can watch it back on replay if you missed it. Am I on the right path for your spiritual gifts? Let's have a look. Spiritual guidance from Spirit. The Page of Cups. So this is really beautiful energy. This is, I would say, yes, you are making the right steps and taking the right strides. Page of Cups is all, it's ruled by the element of water. So it's that need to go with the flow, to be kind to yourself on this journey. So, not to put too much pressure on yourself to be a certain way, or if there's a question of self-worth here just comes to mind as well, about if you are good enough. Spirit always believes that you are good enough, okay, and sees the good in us and has our best interests at heart. So I really feel that that's the energy that Spirit is encouraging you to go with, to be gentle with yourself, to kind of focus on yourself in making sure that your cup is filled. Maybe you have a tendency to be quite harsh on yourself, to be critical even. And the Page of Cups is all about, like I say, kind of being soft, being gentle, being heart centered. And not feeling as well that maybe you need to be positive all the time and be taking action all the time. This is about, it's almost saying like, take it easy. It's okay to take it easy and be gentle and be kind to ourselves. This is also spiritual practice and part of the spiritual path. Often spirituality is all about, is presented sometimes about being very strict, about being depriving ourselves of things sometimes, restriction, discipline, um, being good, etc. Um, but being kind to ourselves, making sure our cup is filled, taking it easy, allowing opportunities and good things to come towards us is just as much a part of that as there is a place for discipline, and there is a place for being measured and all of that good stuff as well. But often what's forgotten about being kind to ourselves sometimes is can be judged upon. So if you are judging yourself or being too harsh on yourself, Spirit comes through to remind us to be kind to ourselves. So I hope that resonates. Thank you everyone for being here. I will be back on Friday around the same time, so 11 a.m, 11:30ish UK time to be confirmed. But please subscribe and switch on so you'll be notified. If you would like a private reading, the link is in the bio. There also is Buy Me a Coffee if you'd like to support this channel. But thank you so much for being here. Love and light.